Give me a nod when you're ready. Shooter's ready. Stand by.
Hello everyone, this is Gunnery Sergeant Matt Gunlock with the 3GIQ podcast. I'm here joined today with Captain Chris Scott.
Hey, how's it going?
So we're going to kind of do an end of summer recap. Everything from what matches we shot, what people we gained and lost, MTTs that we have coming up. So this year, or this summer, has been pretty busy.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, in June alone, we had 3 matches, 3 back-to-back weekends. July, we had, 1 major. We've kind of been averaging 1 major match a month.
Yeah, June definitely kicked it off pretty
strong.
heavy. Yeah, but what did we have in July? Was that the Wisconsin?
No, that was a Trigun.
Was Trigun in June?
No, Trigun was June. We had Wisconsin in July.
Yeah.
Trigun was the last match we shot in June.
It's hard to keep them in order.
Yeah. But we started out with the Mid-Atlantic 3-Gun Championship. We worked that match, and we had everybody shooting it on the second day. The following week was the Trigun. Then, after that was 3-man 3-Gun.
3-man 3-gun, yep.
Yep. So after that, it was Wisconsin. From there, August now, we just finished up with Indiana.
Yeah. Yep, the Great Lakes 3-Gun Championship in Wabash, Indiana.
Which we are currently in at the Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah. We're normally pretty big Holiday Inn Express fans. We're not sponsored by them.
Not at all.
But if we were, it would be nice to get some more rewards points on an unofficial basis. But yeah, this one, I will say it's not the best Holiday Inn Express I've ever been in.
No, it's kind of dated.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's our little Holiday Inn Express review section of the podcast, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, overall, everybody this entire summer's been doing pretty good. Really happy with the summer shooters we've gotten. No offense to previous summer shooters, but I would have to say the quality of these guys have been pretty top-notch.
Yeah, we have so we had first Lieutenant Ambridge, and then we had Sergeant Wilkerson, and Sergeant Glomba is permanent on the team now, and he was a previous summer shooter, so we're not saying anything against him. But
or Ariano.
Oh yeah, another great summer shooter. But we'll say they are, as far as they're shooting on the highest level of summer augments that I've seen
To date. Yeah.
Yeah, like Wilkerson got
He finished,
ninth
place today? Yeah, pretty strong.
Yeah, he gave permanent guys run for their money. He's doing really good.
Now if we can only convince his MOS to let us have him.
Yeah, that's going to be the tough part. He's a
MCCS guy.
MCCS Marine.
But we'll do what we can, and if we get him, we get him. If we don't, well, that sucks.
Yeah. But I think it's looking pretty good that we could get Lieutenant Ambridge. And he's just about the happiest person you could ever meet.
As you could tell with all his laughing from his episode.
Yeah, we'll corrupt him eventually. And
he'll become angry and mean and just pissed off all the time.
Yeah, we'll see. I doubt it.
No. He'd be a good spirits for the team. So, over this summer, we've gained people and we've lost people.
Yeah.
We've gained our 2 summer shooters. They're about to leave this week. We got Staff Sergeant Go King.
Yeah.
Good addition to the team. You came in, 16th? He's in the background here.
Cool.
What place did you finish in?
I came in 16th.
Yeah, So, I mean, first 3-gun match, man, came in 16th place.
Yeah. I mean, we have high expectations of him. And coming in as a USPSA shooter, pretty experienced with, as far as coming to the team, pretty experienced on the competitive side. And I think he showed it with his first 3-gun match. Pretty strong showing.
Yep. We lost Staff Sergeant Kyle Hudson. He is now miserable and alone down in Cherry Point, North Carolina. Miss you, Kyle.
Yeah, I think he actually just put up a social media post with a picture of him when he's on the shooting team saying how much he is going to miss the team. I haven't seen something that sentimental from him in
3 years?
Yeah.
3.5 years?
That's the most you'll get from him.
Mhm.
So
I think he's depressed. And it doesn't help that the moving truck but the moving truck broke down en route to Camp Lejeune, and he doesn't know when he's going to get his household goods.
wow, well,
That kind of sucks.
it's hard coming from the high of the shooting team, and I guess that one, he's down in the valley again.
Mm-hmm. One of the plebes. But, so that's pretty much it of who we've gained and lost. Right?
Yeah, and I feel really bad if I'm forgetting anybody, but
I don't
that's
think we
all I
are.
can think of.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to talk about other teams on the shooting team.
Mm-hmm.
This is 3-gun. That's all I care about right now.
It's not called USPSA IQ or rifle IQ
Yeah.
or 3-gun IQ, where we do it all.
But just because the summer's coming to an end for these guys, we are in full swing. We got some pretty good MTTs coming up, mobile training teams. Sir, why don't you talk about that some?
Yeah. So this summer's been very busy. A lot of things taking off. Really quick with the team, quicker than we expected, and one of those is our mobile training teams. So let's see what we got coming up here. So we sent out a group of a couple guys, and we go out and train units. Is really the gist of it. But we have 2nd Recon coming up.
Yep.
We have 8th ESB. They're engineers. We're gonna train them. This is all in September. September's gonna be busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're looking at doing a PMO down in Lejeune, also down there. That'll be the pistol team doing that. Let's see. I think that might be
That's it for September.
it for September. We have some coming up in October, or is that November out in Yuma? I think it might have been November where
Yep.
we were looking at doing Yuma. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty good. Those combined with some of the matches coming up, it's gonna be a busy September.
Speaking of matches, some of the matches we have coming up, our next major match, not everybody on the team is going to be going down for it, but some of the guys on the 3-gun team, we originally had planned going down to the Pro-Am down at the Clinton House. For reasons we couldn't make it, we can't go down.
Mainly a budget. We're getting to the end of the fiscal year. Things are getting a little tight.
So talked to the match director, Donnie Flo, and I was like, hey, man, I'm sorry to spring this on you last minute, but team can't come.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, do you guys want RO? I was like, well, shit, give me a chance. Let me talk to them real quick. And there's going to be 4 of us coming down out of our own pocket and driving down there, and we're gonna be range officials for the match, helping out. And I think it's going to be a good experience. It's going to be these guys' first time in a major match format where they're going to get the opportunity to actually run stages and see how much work actually goes into it.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different than so when we shot the Mid-Atlantic Multi-Gun Challenge or Championship, it ended up being a smaller turnout than years past, and it was a one-day format. But the Pro-Am, a lot bigger stages, a lot more people showing up. Definitely going to be a little bit more pressure on the RO side, but I think they'll be able to learn a lot, seen a lot of good shooters go through too, seen how they run the stages, and then competing in that level of match will be, I think, really good for the guys.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think they've seen things that what they expect out of ROs, and what they've kind of gotten an idea in their head what they like and what they don't like, so it's really going to really put them to the test and incorporating those same things that they've seen, and just it's time to perform as an RO.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't want to screw people over, you want to hold people accountable, and you don't want to make mistakes.
Yeah, from the competitor side, you always see one thing. Like, it's easy to complain as a competitor. You have the ROs out there and like, oh, I didn't agree with this call, or I don't like this thing about the match. But when you're put in the position where you're trying to put on a match that's fair and equitable for everybody and trying to make the decision, it really sheds a whole new light on it. And I feel like it makes for a lot more compassionate competitor. And also they're going to use these experiences that they gain to run our matches, since we have our first Marine Corps match coming up end of October.
Yep, which is in Quantico. So I think this is a really good trial run. And I hate saying trial run, but I think it's going to be really good for them because they're going to be paired up with a very experienced RO on that stage, and that guy is going to essentially mold him into, what he expects them to be, and they're going to take that experience back to us.
Yeah, I know. Let's see, my summer season, we went out and RO'd at Rocky Mountain, one of those big matches. A lot of pressure on it, trying to make the right call. And we learned a ton from those ROs that have been ROing that match for like 5-10 years.
Yep.
It was really impactful and really took a lot of those lessons learned back.
I always get paired up with Chris Wiseman, and I'm hoping that's the same this year at Pro-Am, because him and I know how to have fun. I will bring a story into this.
Okay.
This was back in 2016, Blue Ridge 3-Gun Championship. Awesome match. Andy needs to bring this match back. Well, it was me, Chris Wiseman, and Chris's old partner on the SWAT team, Matt. Shoot, can't think of Matt's last name. But anyways, Chris had to go take a shit. And there's Porta Johns out there. And so there's no squad on the stage. Chris is going and doing his business. I had a ratchet strap in the back of my pickup truck. So I pulled my pickup truck right next to his right next to the Porta John, and we ratchet strapped the door shut. Next thing you know, the competitors are coming to the stage, and he gets about 1 inch of the door open, and he's looking out, and everybody's just seeing Chris Wiseman peeking behind, and he's screaming, "Matt, get me the hell out of here." It's like, nope, you're stuck. But we ended up getting him out of there, and, no harm, no foul. He couldn't do anything to us in front of people, so.
Smart call, bring him out in front of the competitors. Chris is a pretty big guy.
Oh, yeah. He was a rugby player back in the 90s.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now he's been doing a lot of 3-gun, a lot of PCC type stuff. But he paints little model tanks and stuff like that, and they're actually pretty damn good. He did one for Raider and made it look like just the tank that Raider was driving in, Afghanistan? Something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's Staff Sergeant Raider from the pistol team.
Yes.
Yeah, the USPSA guy. So, yeah, I think he'd asked him for all the details and everything, and then he
gave him pictures and just painted it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was, perfect replica.
And now that's the only thing that Staff Sergeant Raider will be able to remember tanks by, because Marine Corps got rid of them. So he can keep looking back at those pictures.
Yeah, but so like I said, we have Pro-Am coming up. After that, in October, we have the Memorial 3-Gun. And for those of you who don't know what Memorial 3-Gun is, probably one of the most fun matches that's out there. Jason Byerly, he's the stage designer behind it all. He comes in, volunteers his time, volunteers all his steel that he has from the Carolina Guns and Gear match, and he designed some badass stages at the Griffin Group there in Moyock, North Carolina. And the foundation itself takes all the proceeds. They're complete 100% nonprofit. They take all those proceeds and they give it to the Gold Star family. So they have nominations. Every stage is a Special Forces or somebody from MARSOC, the Navy, like SEALs, Green Beret, pararescuemen. somebody who has lost their life in combat, and they bring the families out, giving them opportunity to shoot the match, let them meet all the competitors, and at the end they present awards. They talk about the family, they talk about the individual who has passed, and then they give
cool.
all that money to the families.
Wow.
I think last year they raised $100,000 and every family member got money.
Wow.
So not only is it a worthy charity, it's an awesome match. Yeah, it's one that you just can't miss.
That's you and the guys went down to that last year, right?
We did.
Was that a like natural terrain bay type stuff? I said they had a helicopter stage or something like that.
Yeah, they had a helicopter stage. It's not flying. It's on the ground.
Okay.
It is natural terrain-ish. A lot of open areas, a lot of jungle areas, some bay stuff. We got to drive, shoot out of a moving vehicle, stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Jason puts together some pretty awesome stages.
Well, I'm excited to go shoot this year. This will be past 2 years I haven't been able to make it. So this will be my first year, probably the last time I'll be able to go to it on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've had to miss it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, unfortunately. Work gets in the way, believe it or not.
After Memorial 3-gun, we have Fort Benning multi-gun, and it got canceled last year due to obvious reasons. The year before that, I know you went. The year before that, I went. And looking forward to doing this. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be the last year I get to do it while on teams.
Yeah, same.
He's getting out. I'm retiring. But
final season together.
Yep, it's our final season, so we're going to go out with a bang.
Yeah, it's 2 years ago was a really fun time. The weather was terrible one of the days. I think Daniel Horner shot the whole match in the terrible weather and still crushed everybody. Yeah. That's him though. But yeah, they put together some great stages. They have a whole bunch of lieutenants resetting for you. Pretty sure they're lieutenants, which is
they also have members
neat.
from the AMU, like from the other teams that are resetting too.
Yeah, and they're working the stages. Like that's one of those matches you don't need a reset. You just go there, you show up, and you shoot, and they take care of the rest. Yeah,
gonna be a good time. We tried to convince them to get like a 240 or 249 as a stage gun, but that's not gonna happen.
It'd be fun.
Oh well. But that's pretty much the rest of the major multi-gun season.
Yeah. We will really be going strong with our Marine Corps matches after that until the spring.
But at the end of this month, August 27th, we're going to be going up to Peacemaker shooting the IWI multi-gun series. And Jeremy Gresham has been doing a great job with coordinating those matches. This match specifically, we designed the stages. And we're going to be working in conjunction with Peacemaker and just going out there, having a good time, getting to meet everybody. So if you are in the Quantico area and you do want to shoot a 3-gun match, August 27th, Peacemaker National Training Center. Awesome area. I recommend coming up.
Yeah, we'll be out there on the 27th, but they also run on the 28th too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's we'll be out there on a Friday. So if anyone wants to come out and shoot with us, we'd love to have you out there.
So, kind of next, we've, a lot of things have been changing on the team. A lot for the good. We've lost people. That's always, that sucks. But we've gained some really awesome people, and we've got some really good people in the chute to come to the team. Another way we've really reinvigorated things is, our social media, between the Facebook page, posting more pictures of what we do, incorporating all this stuff. The podcast, this is totally new. None of us have ever done it. And we kind of took lessons learned from Staff Sergeant Germanello.
Yeah, he was big in getting us to where we are.
Yeah, he's instrumental in it. No, I'm not going to get into the whole audio-visual thing, video thing. I don't have that type of time.
Well, I think Staff Sergeant Go King, I think we convinced him to start a YouTube.
I think Staff Sergeant Go King needs to go buy a video camera or something like that that's of high quality and start doing the video aspect of it.
My phone takes wonderful videos.
Not as good quality as like a Canon camera or something like that.
So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we have some YouTube videos coming out. We'll see what the quality is, but we have some pretty good ideas. I know we're talking a lot. We had a 10-hour car ride, probably more like 12-hour car ride together coming up here. He has some pretty good ideas for some YouTube content.
Mm-hmm. Some of them might be weird, but whatever. He's a weird guy.
I will say, I know you're not going to mention it yourself, but like all the social media push or a big part of it, like you've been pushing yourself on taking a lot of initiative, like this podcast. I think it's, at least we're getting a decent number of listens so far. It's another way to reach people.
Yeah.
So it's cool seeing it kind of take off, and I know people want to hear more about kind of what goes on behind the team.
Yeah.
I know when I wasn't on the team, I wanted to know more about it, and I get like, they'd post like once every couple months, and it was just frustrating. So
agreed. I mean, I was the same way before I came to the team. Like, I didn't even know who the team was, and then whenever I did find out about them, it's like, you know, we all go to the internet to find stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you never can.
Yeah.
And I mean, to kind of speak to that some, it's just, I listen to podcasts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have an hour commute every morning and an hour commute on the way home to work. And, you know, that is my time to learn something, figure stuff out. And I spend it listening to podcasts. You know, Dave Hartman has a great podcast.
Yeah.
I'm glad he brought that back.
The Three Gun Show.
Yeah. You know, thank you, Dave. I mean, been waiting for this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted a way to where we can reach a very specific audience, also including the three-gun community, because, you know, as everybody has noticed, the Marines are kind of everywhere now, and that's how we want to keep it. So we want to kind of keep everybody involved and, you know, let people know, hey, this is where we're going to be, you know. So that's where this kind of came from, you know.
Yeah, we were really trying to get, like, AMU's always been a pretty big staple in the shooting sports, and the Marine Corps has been focused on some shooting sports, but not necessarily on others. And we really want to dive into three-gun, dive into USPSA, saturate matches with a lot of jerseys, just getting people to see us out there. But then also, we really want to be approachable. Like, we try to be pretty personal at the matches. And I think kind of putting out what we do out there, letting people see day in the life, it's pretty neat. And I think hopefully it's well received. I don't know. You guys tell us.
I mean, this year we had 9 people out at matches.
Yeah, to this match.
Yeah.
It was 9 people in Wabash, Indiana. Like,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I mean, all the other matches, it was roughly 7. I mean, when we've never really brought that many people out to matches.
Yeah, not consistently that I'm aware of. Especially now that we're shooting USPSA and 3-gun, like, we're hitting both of those action sports pretty heavy.
Yep. And we're being very successful at it too.
Yeah, we're definitely building it up.
And kudos to Captain Chris Scott, because he just took first place at the match in TAC Ops. And he also took High Military / Leo. So, hey, congratulations.
Thanks, yet.
Hell yeah. It's
But he wins every match he goes to, basically.
That's not true.
No, it's not. But he does he does very well at all his matches.
Yeah. Well,
I just had to throw some kudos out there.
And now I'm going to try and change the subject. What's the next point we want to talk about?
This is actually really cool. So, Corporal Cardenas, he, you know, I got to talk about him some. He came to us in the summer of 2019. He was as a summer shooter. He shot Far East as a PFC. He got to championships. He pinned on Lance Corporal while at championships. and he was a really good bullseye shooter. He went distinguished, I think, at the end of the summer.
I honestly don't remember.
It was either at the end of the summer or in December of 2019 or 2018. 19. And we ended up picking him up. He picked up Corporal. He's one of the youngest Marines I've seen come to the team in my short period here.
Mm-hmm.
But, he just had his first baby, a little baby Cardenas.
Yeah, that happened, got a text
Yeah.
45 minutes ago?
45 minutes ago. So, hey, and the time is 2200 Sunday, August 15th, So, hey, congratulations, Cardenas.
Yeah.
We're proud of you. It's something that you'll never forget, and your life has changed for the better for the rest of your life.
Well, and here's we had him slotted to come to this match originally, and then we looked at the due date for his wife, and obviously wasn't an option. It would have been pretty rough if he did come to the match, but that's huge. That's awesome news. We're all really excited.
Yeah, another we really are happy for you, man. So just be happy.
Can't wait to meet him.
Yep. Last thing I really have to bring up is this Thursday, we hosted the Sergeant Major Symposium out here, and we had the ability to kind of show all the Sergeants Major that were out there kind of what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were up there more than I was, but being able to come up at the end and just seeing. We have such great instructors that work for us. We have such great Marines, and to not have any worries that we can have, I think it was
75.
75 Sergeant Majors come out.
Well, it wasn't just Sergeants Major. It was also Master Guns. We had Master Chiefs out there. We had a whole string of people in the E9 community. Sergeant Major Black, he was out there. It was just awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody had nothing but good things to say. The guys were actually taking the lessons that they've learned in competition and showing these individuals what it is we do.
Yeah, we had 10 instructors out there teaching on 10 separate lanes. They were all instructing by themselves. And I think it was very well received.
I mean, the thing I like most is we have a bunch of guys, from corporals, sergeants, staff sergeants, and, whether it's a sergeant major or a colonel or a general, it doesn't matter what rank this individual is. Our guys know how to keep their composure. They know how to talk to these high-ranking officials, and they're on autopilot. Hey, let me teach them. You don't need to stand here, coach me, nothing. Just let me take them and teach them what I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something you don't ever really see anywhere else.
A lot of times we get in their way.
Yep.
Try to jump in. Yeah. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. But that's really all I have for tonight.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. It's a nice way to wrap up our trip. We're heading back to Quantico tomorrow. I think we have on paper 10-hour drive, probably a little bit longer. We'll see. But yeah, then we'll be right back at it.
Oh, I need to add one last point. If any of you are ever thinking of getting a Mitsubishi Mirage, don't. It's a clown car, and literally when you have your foot all the way to the floor, it starts going slower.
Yeah, I don't envy your trip back tomorrow.
It's uncomfortable. But that's all I have, guys. Please let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you want to hear from the team. We're going to try and get these out twice a week at the most. So thank you for listening. Rate us, review us, let us know. Have a good night.